going on, guys? Hey, I got to make a quick video. This ain't gonna be a long one. I got to try to make over 3 minutes, so it'll turn into a short for some reason now. But this is gonna be surprising, so prepare yourself for this. I misspoke on something. I know, I know. You're thinking like, no, no, you never get nothing wrong. You're always right. I know, I know. Happens to the best of us, though. But hear me out. See, this is the thing about having good friends. I made a video tonight, the one I made tonight, and I was saying, see, I misheard what Thunder said, and then I misspoke on it. See, the thing what I thought it was Serb was saying he was going to swim out to his boat, or something like that. But actually, the truth is even worse because even though he was a 100% troll and he wasn't being serious, he was just saying it. But again, you got to remember, Serb's one of them people. He doesn't troll. He doesn't like to create drama, but he's always saying stupid shit. But again, this was just a joke. This ain't no big deal. But if you listen to the wording of how he says this, it's kind of, and I'll explain that because what he was talking about swimming to a derelict boat and taking pictures like, an old, I guess, boat to, I guess, troll with. But again, he wasn't being serious. He was trolling. He's good at that. He's a very good troller. But here's the thing, it's the words he says, it's the words he uses. He says, again, I would swim out to that boat. So that would be like if I didn't have a car and I said something about going to the store, and I wouldn't say I'm going to drive. I would slip up and say I'm going to walk if I was lying about having a car. So, sir, if why would you swim out there if you got these fleet of ships, you got all this stuff? I mean, you can have somebody drop you off out there or anything. But again, I'm not saying that was a trolling comment. I get it, but it's a Freudian slip. You see what I'm saying? You didn't say I should, go out there. You said swim out there. Now it could be just a trolling thing again, but still, yet we know you were being, he wasn't really joking. Well, it was kind of a joke, but it was more or less talking shit. You were a little upset because people are starting to see the real you. They've always seen you, but now people are starting to call you out on your bullshit. And again, I mean, Reese, Serb, everybody, you need to take note on this. Roy, when you misspeak, you definitely should get out in front of that. So again, when I said in my video that Serb was going to swim out to his boat, I was taking it like, you saw them big yachts or like the old days, like the pirate ships, it was like it wasn't deep enough to get in. So they'd have to leave their big ships out there. Then they'd have to take a dinghy out to the boat or a paddle boat or something. Pirates. Was it Ask Pirates? Is that a true thing, sir? Never mind. Never. That's a different video. But anyway, I'm just saying, if you misspeak on something, it's best to, get out in front of it. You don't hide behind it. I didn't lie. I didn't, I'm not leaving it out there and saying, oh, whatever, I'll fix it later. I'm saying I was wrong. I misspoke. That's not what Sir was saying. But I guess actually what he said was even worse than what I thought. I thought it was just like a trolling comment, But either way, a man that had a fleet of ships, in Cherry's words, again, remember, one of Serb's boats is more than everybody in the gig community will ever make in their lives. Just one of his, I guess, fleet of ships, right? It's funny how he's got all this shit, but again, I don't get it, Serb. I mean, why don't you spend some time on that shit? I mean, you're out driving around all day, you're sitting on fucking StreamYard, but yet I don't know, whatever. But again, when you misspeak, you should definitely get in front of it. And if you got good friends and you do you say something wrong or you mess something up, they'll reach out and let you know so you don't look like that. Because I could hear Serb say, that's what I'm saying. The one time when I mixed that thing up on Roy's comment where I thought it was, I seen his comment up there, which I did see it. It just wasn't the same day. So instead of Roy being a fucking decent person, just tell me like, no, 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 he was playing something different. Roy tried to like get me to say something. And he did. I mean, literally, he tried to get me to lock into that saying, oh, you sure you see me? You sure you've seen my comment? So technically I didn't lie because I seen the comment. I seen it. It was when I didn't know Cherry was playing a no video. And that's all, Serb latched onto that. The other one was the fuck was the other I can't remember. He has nothing. That's what I'm saying. When that's the best thing. You don't lie, you ain't gotta worry about it. If you do misspeak or you mishear something and you speak on it and you know you're wrong, the best thing to do is get out in front of it. But the only way you can do that is if you got good friends. See, Thunder could have let, if he was a malicious type person, he could have let me say that and, that shit go on. It would have started more stuff. Because I guarantee you, if Serb's seen that video, he's going, oh my God, Jada, he's lying. Look, there's a lie. No, it's not a lie. I misspoke. And again, I was wrong with what you said. You said you was going to swim out to a derelict boat and I guess take pictures to like make it look like something. And for one, again, we knew you wasn't serious. I mean, you were joking, and but that's a trolling comment. I mean, if you always act like you don't want this stuff to go on, you don't troll people, you don't do this. So why make little comments like that? I mean, it looks to me like if you were on a boat for 8 days, if you're out there for 8 days on a boat, you're dehydrated. You know you were sunburned, I guess, on your ass. That's according to you. It's a lot of sun to it's a big ass to tan. Jesus. Anyway, my point is, you were out there on that boat, and that's the only thing that really saved your life. If not that, you would have been like, I guess, shark food or whatever. So it looks like you would at least took a video of that or had that boat. It looks like it'd have a special place with you, right? But when you were sitting at home acting like you were a dog and not on a boat, that's why you forget this thing. And again, the Freudian slips, like when you said, I will swim out there instead of I'll go out there or I'll, take a boat out there. You got to swim. You know why, sir? 'Cause you ain't got a fucking boat. Hey, you can go to Walmart and get those little floaties and float your ass out there. I mean, we've seen your picture. You don't even need the floaties. And I'm not even being mean. I'm not being mean about that. I mean, you was a Navy SEAL or something, right? He wasn't a British SAS soldier, so I don't know. I will say another thing I got to admit. Sir, I'll give you credit on this. I will give you credit. I noticed the other day on Scott Hall's when he was like, again, trolling Thunder. I noticed you left a comment, but you're very careful now. Used to, you said Navy all the time. You're proud Navy. You're proud this. You were proud of all these fucking secret missions and shit you went on. But now when you make those comments, you say just enough not to bring up the Navy. It's very where you can't be called out. If someone catches you on it, they can't be like, "Well, you said Navy." No, I didn't say anything about the Navy. I didn't say anything about the Navy. But go to your other comments, and again, I got them. That's all you did, dude. But now, I don't know if I was in the Navy and some guy was like Scott Hall was saying the shit was about Thunder. And the comment I would have left, I would have said, "Oh yeah, when they attacked my service too, when I was in the Navy." You don't say that. Kind of like how you got to swim out because you ain't got a boat to go there. But sir, you can still go fuck yourself. But again, this is retraction. Y'all should take note on this. This is how it's done. If you're wrong about something, if you mishear something, if you misspeak, you get in front of that shit. You don't let it out there and be like, ah, whatever. And if you like lie, if you flat out lie, you're still better off just to admit it and move on, or just shut the fuck up and go away. You ain't gotta go away. Just shut the fuck up. You sound better when you're quiet anyway. Anyway, there's a retraction. See, if I had friends like you have, Thunder would have just lied his ass off and said, "No, no, no, you said it wrong, but don't worry. I'll say, no, no, he said this somewhere else, or he said it here." And he would just sit up there, and when I'm saying that, he'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, oh, I know, yeah, yeah." Thank God, Thunder's not Tracy. I don't know. It's kind of who's the snake? You think, Tracy? Hmm. Think about that while you go fuck yourself. Later, guys.